offensive line. They haven't given up a sack now in several games, and you're running the ball so well. It's kind of a broad question, but could you just kind of speak to how solid they've played and how much of a foundation they give your offense?
Well, they're good players, first of all. So you start with 5 good players. You got a really good offensive line coach in Ed Warner. Then you have backs that are committed to blocking, because this doesn't work without Jonas Gray and Sierra Wood. And then Tommy Reese gets the ball out of his hands really, really quick. So you got a number of things coming together there. You do not give up a sack in October just because you got 5 guys. They are, no question, the core and the center of this, but there's some other pieces that are working together as well.
How good are they if you assess the way they play together, those 5?
Well, I think the strength in the offensive line lies in that each one of them works well together. Secondly, there's been a consistency in games played together. This group now has played all their games together, and so when you develop that consistency and are able to put starts together, you build obviously more than just 5 guys. There's a unit there that has strength, and all those things are playing out.
Most of the teams you've played so far this year are teams that you saw last year. Now you're getting into a stretch, particularly here, where you haven't seen these teams before. How does that affect the way you prepare?
Well, I think if it was earlier in the year, there's a little bit of uncertainty. You are who you are, going into the 8th and 9th game. There's so much film there, you know what I mean? You can get this is what they do, this is how they do it. And they're not going to come out and be so far away from profile. Early in the year, you may get that.
Brian, over here, there's talk every day, and I know you're focused on different things, but there's talk every day about what Notre Dame's football future might be, still independent or going into a conference, maybe even the ACC, which you're playing some of those teams. If those conversations happen, do you want a voice at that table? Do you want an opinion in that conversation?
Sure. I think I have an opinion. Jack's always been great in communicating with me about what my thoughts are. And we look at everything, Eric. We look at, all right, recruiting, your offense, is it unique within that particular conference, your defense. All of those things go into the conversation. But I think it's been stated several times, we're going to do everything we can to be independent. We believe that that's our future. We just have to see what the future of college football looks like. I think that's probably the